Okay, reverb. I mean, again, that's a decent amount of mana, in my opinion, to take that out. I'm probably just being optimistic. If they have another solid alibi, that's obviously no bueno. Hello, Snugglebugs. Welcome to today's Hearthstone video. We're coming at you with some Treant Druid. It's not the Drum Druid. Just throwing that out there. Technically, I will also throw out there, though, if you are interested. Drum Druid is probably a better version. This, though, to me, I just don't like the idea of more or less sitting and waiting in Drum Druid until you can pop off. This seems more of a tempo aggro deck. Not to mention, I actually want to call out, this is a budget deck, to say the least, in my opinion. As you can see, very few, even rare cards in it. The deck just kind of works most of the time. And as you can see, like next turn, let's see what we're going to do. This should be able to summon us to... Won't be next turn, it'll be the turn after, I think. Right, because it blossoms at the end of the turn. They probably took Fire Sale. No, Volcamancy. Also equally kind of bad for us. But we will play the 2 Treants. Next turn, this will summon us 2 Treants, and this will give us a Treant. And I guess the downside is, yeah, their Volcanomancy will be a bit rough. Now, if we can live or keep our minions alive until at least those pop-offs, the hope is we can maybe put the Soul of the Forest on it. Deal 2 damage. Summon a Treant. Summon 2 Treants. Thank you. Look at that. Turn 3. 5 Treants already summoned. Cultivation technically could be played next turn. Volcanomancy, I believe, costs 3 mana, if I recall. So if they do decide to play that this turn, that's all they're going to be able to do. Even with the coin, unless they have a coin, deal 1 damage. Please don't tell me you have coin, deal 1 damage. Wait, Volcanomancy's 2 mana, so they coined and pinged. That's alright. I mean, obviously a little unfortunate, but we'll summon 2 5/5s. Would have preferred to be able to Soul the Forest or Cultivation those bad boys, but that's fine. We're going to be able to... Let's see, Hero Power currently and Soul the Forest isn't super exciting, admittedly. Could Lingering Zombie Soul of the Forest. Value trade 1, swing into the other. Now this can also now turn, when one of these dies and turns into a Treant, we can then turn that into another 5/5. Cultivation is coming up pretty soon. We are, of course, hitting our peak, so if they start either freezing us out or if they manage to kill us or slow us down too much, then that's going to be it for us, unfortunately. Sure. Star Power? My goodness. Okay. Not what we were hoping for, I'm afraid. So, here's what we're going to do. We will Crooked Cook, attack, turn this into a 5/5, attack, Cultivation. And this is basically our final turn. That's it, is what we got. If they manage, they obviously have the stuff to kill us here. If they have another Star Power, we're a little in bad shape. Sure. Okay, get 2 random mechs. That's not a big deal. Huh, interesting. We usually see that personally in Mech Mage. I don't think they're playing Mech Mage. Alright, so they're going to keep one of our things frozen. Obviously a little unfortunate, but we do now have the ability to play this Soul of the Forest. Kind of want a value trade. Hero Power, and then we should be able to draw a card as well because we still dealt 3 damage to face. I still think that we're obviously going a little bit slow. Or, well, we were going fast. They just managed to hold us back, which I didn't see coming. Alright. I mean... a 5, 7, 10, 13, 14. It's not... with that especially, it's not super likely. That's fine, though. It's not so bad. It could have been worse. Let's Aquatic Form. We don't have a Treant currently. That's not the best. We could just take the one that does 5 damage just as something to summon. Kind of want a value trade, but part of me is thinking that we just need to push face. Might be my mistake. Also, I guess I potentially could have took the thing that turns it into a Treant, did the trade, and then turned it into a Treant. I guess might have been the smarter choice there. If they're playing Deathborn, they may have just set them up for like a really good counter play. They hit this, Deathborn, hit something, right? Though the fact we got a nature spell and our other buff minion could speak volumes. This still could turn around in our favor if they don't have Deathborn or Blizzard or freeze effects. These Crooked Cooks are definitely playing MVP this game, though. It's either a lot of times people still play the heal, or that's the deal 3 damage twice, get 2 fire spells to your hand, which, I mean, obviously, but if they want to forge it and play it, it's a lot of mana to potentially remove 1 minion. They could trade into here, they could kill this one. Solid Alibi, yeah, that's one of the cards I was a bit worried about, admittedly. Now the freeze, I'm kind of surprised. If I was them, I might have held back. Okay, well, let's play the Treant. Let's choose one, do 2 damage. Oh man, it's kind of rough. I kind of just want to go face, weirdly. Yep. And then, do I value trade here? Probably not. I think we just honestly still push face. We have our goal. Face is the place. You know what I mean? That is what we're doing in an aggro tree deck. They had to, it looks like, fight to survive. It's not like we're expecting any kind of counter lethal push with what they have on the board. So, okay, reverb. I mean, again, that's a decent amount of mana, in my opinion, to take that out. I'm probably just being optimistic. If they have another solid alibi, that's obviously no bueno. Sure. They can do a value trade against one of our other trees. Second solid alibi, we still technically have 6 damage. Oh! We got him. We got him! Again, budget-friendly. Aggro is not generally my style, so if there was something I could have done better, let me know. Let's go hop into another game. Alright, this time we're against a Paladin. Now, I will say Paladin tends to have a lot more early game defense. So I know that Mage did manage to hold us back, but like this as an example, they're going to get down a 2-1. We're just going to add a couple 2-1s to our hand. It's just not fast enough. They also have Divine Shield. So this one mana card they got is effectively going to stop our, like, 3 cards in total, 3 mana total play, which, you know, that is what it is, but always a little bit unfortunate. Let us Aquatic Form. I think I do want this Conservator Nymph or the Living Roots. We may just want to counter pressure either with the damage, or because we do have a Herald of Nature, we may just need to get as many little things out as possible and then just buff them and hope that they can't deal with it, and then Plot of Sin. Yep. Like, to me, this turn, I think we're going to Natural Causes that down and just play the 2 saplings. Yeah. And then next turn, depending on what they have left or what we have left, we can play the other 2 saplings and buff them. And then we'd have a full board of buffed minions, ready to also buff them further the turn after, and if they do kill some stuff, we have them, the 2 5/5s ready to go. So, honestly, depending on what they do here, especially if they're minion-based, we may get the benefit of the doubt. I don't think they would have charge. Yep. Sure. Again, this is fine. Those don't count as summon minions either, played minions, so the Disco Mall's not buffed. This is pretty big, I think, because we can get the 2 saplings, buff everything. And I think instead of giving them that, we're just going to swing face. Right? Put them on the back foot instead of giving them the 1/1s to play to power up their Disco Mall. If they want to trade, they can. And then we have the follow-up with Herald of Nature, possibly coin Mark of the Wild to get some really big buffs in. If I was them personally, I would have attacked with the weapon. I guess they want to guarantee it goes on the Sanguine Soldier, I guess. But yeah, I don't think they need the 1 minion to be huge, though, right? Like, they need 1 minion to have at least 3 attack and a Divine Shield. Now this might miss, which means, I mean, I guess they can still kill this one, but okay. I mean, this is all right. I can't lie. Like, obviously, you know, they're gonna trade in now. It gives me the choice on if I want to trade one of my guys in just to kill. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. They took 1 more damage, I think, to face than they had to. They both had three attack, I guess. So, no, they didn't. But... buff. I don't even have to coin. For some reason I thought I had to coin that. So we will then just mark of the wild, this one. Swing, swing, swing. Swing. Yeah, why not? Again, we know what we want. We know what we're here for. Face is the place. It's like we're Face Hunter, but with the ultimate early game aggressive druid. Again, wanted to throw out there. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm trying to bring some decks that people might see. I know a lot of people are free to play, so this deck, if you're looking to climb and climb really quickly, even losses with this deck would be really fast. You know what I'm saying? So this would be a deck to do it with. Cultivation. We'll just, yeah, I was gonna say, we'll just throw, we don't even need it because they're so low health, but we could have thrown a Cultivation out there. This deck is quick to climb. I would argue probably an easy legend deck to get just because of how quick the games are. Super budget friendly. Like I said, literally there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 or 8 different rare cards, but a lot of them you probably already have, or they're you know, core cards in some examples. So if you're looking for a quick, cheap, free-to-play deck to climb with and honestly even see what your opponents are playing, learn the meta with, this would be the way to go. I hate to keep throwing it out there, but subscribe if you want to see more. About 89% of our viewers are not subscribed. Really helps us out. We're growing. The channel's getting bigger. Feels really good, and I hope to see you in the next one.